Hey, yo, what's up? Disciple here with Thank You Father. Just wanted to say thank you so much for checking this video out. Now, I was inspired and I had a great idea, but it might be a bad idea. Let's see. The idea is, what if we put all the skills into one video? What if we did all 6 skills to success on that STAAR test, Algebra 1, in one video, that we don't have to click on all the other ones? But it's not going to be as long, I hope. So we're going to do all 6 steps in this one video. This is all you need to pass the STAAR test, all right? Let's go! Alright, so here we go. Pretend you don't know anything about the STAAR test. Here we go. You only have to pass one math STAAR test for your whole high school life. It's Algebra 1. You get this one done, there's no Algebra 2, there's no geometry, there's no other STAAR test for you to pass, but this Algebra 1 one. So make sure you get it done and you pass it. Now, right now the year is 2022. In the year 2023, that STAAR test is changing. They're going to give you more free response stuff. I think 25% of your STAAR test will be free response. So let's get this stuff done now, that we don't have to worry about it later. Alright, here we go. So the first thing you're going to want to do is wait. The first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that your mind is ready to receive this. Make sure your mind is clear, your eyes are open, your ears are listening. And you can watch this video one time and not have to watch it a million times. Right? Watch it once, let all the information sink in, and that's it. Alright, so we get our student creed done. We'll do that first. Alright, student creed on 3. Ready, set, 1, 2, 3. Today is a new day. I can read well. I can understand what I read. I can remember it and apply it correctly. I have eyes to see, ears to hear, and a mind to understand. It might not be easy, but it's worth it, alright? Woo! Alright, ready, set, here we go. Now we're ready to learn, alright? Here we go. Now the first step, there are 6 steps to passing the STAAR test, right? I'm gonna give you all 6 right now. But before we take that STAAR test, I want you to know, what grade do you have to get to pass the STAAR test? You don't have a goal, how you even know if you even met that goal? I want you walking out here knowing that you passed it. Let's see, what grade do you think you have to get? 70? Well, I gotta get 70 to pass and play, alright, cool. It's not a 70, it's lower than that. 60? Lower than 60. 50? No way it can be a 50. It's lower than 50. 40? No, not that low. You gotta be a little higher, right? You gotta get like a 41%, alright? 42% to pass the STAAR test. What? I could do that? Alright, shoot, close the computer and go. No. A lot of kids think like that. Like, I hate it. I tell the kids that in class, and they shut down, they don't even listen to me. I can get a 50 on the STAAR test. You have to have some skills. You can't just walk in there with nothing. Well, I'm just gonna guess. You can't guess. I tried all the guessing methods, and I'll even give you the best guessing method after this, at the very end. Alright, but you can't. You have to come in with some kind of skills to pass that STAAR test. So, how much is a 42% out of 54 questions? All right, well, you have to get 21, and that's a passing grade. Like, be careful, because they might move it up to 22. Like, the passing grade changes. The first year they ever gave it, then the passing grade was like 20, maybe 19. Then they bumped it up. I believe one year it was 22 questions. And then last year, I think it was 20 maybe. But let's shoot for 22 just to be safe. Just in case they raise that bar to 22, woo, we're on the good side. We're not at 21. Oh, crap, we failed. You know what I mean? Let's get at least 22 correct. So we want to get at least 22. But let's shoot for 25. That way, if you mess up on 3, that, I thought I got these right. Oh, I missed them. Then you at least land at 22. You know what I mean? Don't just shoot exactly for 22. You might miss a couple. So we shoot for 25, you can land at 22, all right? Now, if you get between 21 questions and 32 questions correct, you are considered a beginner. You made an approaches score. You are approaching your grade level. You're not really a 9th grader yet. You're not really as smart as a 9th grader, but you're approaching. That's still passing though, right? So 21 questions to 32 questions, you're a beginner. Then the next level, the meat score, that's gonna be 33 questions to 40 questions, correct? Now that's like a 7-question gap right there. So if you get 33 to 40, boom, your meats, you're on, great level, great job, proud of you. 41 questions right to 54 questions right on the STAAR test, you are considered a master. Now if you watch these things, just watch this video, you will get all the skills that you need to at least get 44 questions correct on that STAAR test. You will get 44 questions right on the STAAR test just from following these steps and practicing them. I can even get you more, because I give you even bonus stuff to do even, and it's not even knowing a lot. It's so simple. I don't understand how people don't get it. So I want you to get it. You can get it. You're not stupid. I never passed STAAR test before. I know I made this for you, bro. I made this for you, girl. This is for you. This is for us. Kids like us. Well, I mean, I got you. That's what this is here for. All right, we're gonna be great. We're gonna do so good. So ready? Let's get started. You will not find another one that shows you like this, except my other video. And I want to thank you, by the way, for making me the #1 search result on YouTube when you type in Algebra 1 STAAR. Thank you, Father, that my little face shows up. and I'm giving you all the stuff that you need. I love you, for real. Thank you to everybody that watched it before, all 18,000 other people, and then everybody that watched it before on my other channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you for real. And I'm so glad that it blessed you and that I love your comments when you come back and say that it's great. All right, I love it. All right, ready, set, here we go. The first skill you have to know to pass the STAAR test is equivalent, all right? There's gonna be 8 to 9 questions on the STAAR test with this word equivalent, all right? Now here is how you play the game to get all the equivalent ones correct. You need to know these 5 levels of equivalent, all right? The first level is this. They're gonna give you something that says the square root of 85. Oh, dang, square root of 85, how the heck do I even do that? Here's how you do that. You're gonna look for the square root symbol. Oh, I don't know where it is, I don't know how to pick it. You open up your calculator, find the square root button, there it is, type in the 85, and then boom, it gives you a 9.21 whatever. So 9.21. Well, what do I do with that? Now you just type in the choices that are there, type in choice A, type in choice B, type in choice C, type in choice D, and see which one matches. See which one else says 9.21. Boom, you're done. You got that one correct on the STAAR test. What? Yes, I'm being serious. It's so easy. Dude, that's a free one on the STAAR test. You missed that, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't even know how you even turn on the internet. I don't know. You might get lost on here. Might end up in one of the back rooms or something crazy. Just heard about it in class. Kids were talking about it. So anyways, thank you, Father. No one's gonna end up in the back room. All right, so boom. I don't know. I don't know how to do that one. Well, I don't know. That one's easy. That's level 1. You do that one, great job. You get 1 correct, but that's it. Now here's the second level of equivalent questions. They're gonna give you something like this. X squared plus 4x minus 10. It'll say something. By the way, whenever they give you STAAR test questions, don't read the story. Just read the question. And then once you read the question, okay, oh, what am I doing? Equivalent? Nice. Type it in. Don't say, which is equivalent to x when the common factor of y? Don't read that. The more that you read, the more confused you're gonna get. So just see what they want. Oh, I got an equation? Equivalent? Cool, let me type it in. So here we go. I just typed it in. Did it work? Yep, I see a picture of it. Nice, it worked. There it is, there's the picture. Now type in the choices that go underneath it and see which choice matches that exactly. It'll be laying right on top of it, just like this. Like when you flash it, hey, it doesn't move, it's the same thing. That's how you know what your answer is. All right, now the third level of equivalent is gonna be this. They're gonna say, all right, okay, you know how to do that one. What if can you do r squared plus 4r minus 10? Find the one that's equivalent to that. Oh, how do I do this? It's not even working. I can't even type it in the computer. What do? Here's what you do. When you don't know what to do, put a y equals in front. Put a y equals there. Boom, you just unlocked it. Nice, now you get a picture. Now you type in the choice that matches that picture exactly that way, and then boom, you have the answer right. You're done, you finished. You got it right. What was the trick here? To type in y equals in the front, all right? And then let's go back. Now we got in the next one. Next says, okay, well, you're good at that one. Can you do this one? A squared over a to the 4th. Can you do this one? Well, it doesn't work, but what did we do last time? Let's go, baby, put that y equals there. And now, whoa, okay, it works, but it looks kind of weird. I kind of don't even want to look at it like this, to be honest. I don't want to look at it like this, so I'm gonna take this off. All right, I'm gonna take it off. Here's why. It's gonna ask you for more letters, and I'll show you in the next example. But here's how you fix this. You start a column underneath it, and you're gonna say A equals 1.1. A equals 1.1. You do this. Now it gives you a number. Didn't we just do that on the first problem? We have to match a number? Yes, we did. Now I have the match number. It says 0.82. Now you have to type in the choices and see which choice matches 0.82. Boom, you've got it correct. Great job, proud of you. That's level 4 of equivalent. Now the last level. Here's the last one that they're gonna give you. They say, okay, I guess you could do that one. Can you do this one? A to the 2nd, B to the 4th. Oops, didn't mean to capitalize the B. B to the 4th, C to the -3. Can you do that one? Oh, let's see, let's put a y equals in front of it. That's what we did last time and it worked. This is why I didn't want to put y equals on the last one whenever we had the letter A. I don't want to do it there because it's not going to work here. Now, I want to give you stuff that works all the time. So the y equals doesn't work. So what do we do? Here's what you do. Well, the last one we said A equals 1.1. Let's try it here. A equals 1.1. Oh, it doesn't work. Doesn't work. It's because it has a B and a C we have to fix too. So B, well, B is the 2nd letter, so I'm calling it 2.2. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, hey, why are you getting the 1.1? Where are you getting that from? I want to know where you got it from. I made it up. It's the first letter in the problem, so I call it 1.1. I just did that. You call it 7.7, call it whatever. I like to go 1.1 that we're all on the same page. B is the 2nd letter, so I'm calling him 2.2. And it's still not working. It's okay, there's another letter. Let me try it here. And if it doesn't work after this letter, then I'm kind of scared. C equals, it's a 3rd letter, so 3.3. Hey, it works. I got 0.788. Now I type in all the choices and see what choice gives me 0.788. And then boom, you've got it correct. Now, if they give you XYZ instead of ABC, take off the XYZ and change it to ABC. I do those in the other video. I'm not gonna do it here. This is the faster one. So you want the full details, go check out all those 6 steps. But here you go, this is what you do. Change all the letters to ABC and go 1.1, 2.2, 3.3, and then match the little number, and that's how you find your answer, and you're done. If you know how to do all 5 of these steps, all 5 of these levels of equivalent, you're gonna get 7 to 9 questions correct on the STAAR test. Boom, you're already a third of the way there to passing and going on to the next grade and never thinking about Algebra 1 STAAR again for the rest of your life. Great job. That's step 1. Equivalent is step 1, the easiest step. Step 2. Step 2 is domain and range. You're gonna get about 4 to 5 questions correct on this one. This is step 2 because it's the next easiest step. Now, domain and range. You have to know 2 things about domain and range, all right? 2 things for each of these guys. Domain, you have to know that domain is X and all the real numbers. That's it. Know that domain is X and all the real numbers. Range, know that range is Y and f of X, all right? You see the F, parentheses X, that's a Y value. Okay, so domain, know that domain is X and all the real numbers. Know that range is Y and f of X. Now here we go, level 1 of domain and range. They're gonna give you something like this, maybe a set of points. All right, here's a set of points. 2, 5, 7, 10. What's the domain of this thing, or what's the range of this thing? If they give you points, your domain is always the X values, right? We know the domain is X and all the real numbers. You better know that the X values are the first values in the parentheses. So it goes, if in case you forget the order, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, and then Y. X comes first and then Y. X and then Y. So X values are always first and then the Y values. So in this case, the parentheses, the 2 is the first and then there's a 5. Then there's a 7 with the 10. So which one is first? And what's domain? Which one is first? The 2, that means that that's the X value. Which one's first in the other set? A 7, that's also the X value. So my domain from these points is 2 and 7, and you're done. Great job, congratulations. Now what if they ask the range of that set of points? Well, it's the second ones, not the first ones, so they want to say 5 and 10. That's it. It's that easy. Don't make it hard. Don't read the whole story. Pablo was at the store buying groceries. The more you read, the more confusing it is. Just go to the bottom, go to the last sentence of the paragraph. Okay, what is the domain? All right, domain. Domain X, all real numbers. Okay, then go to the choices. X's, X's, X's. Oh, there's no, whatever. That's what you do. You don't read the whole story. You never read the whole story. Unless you absolutely have to. But if you absolutely have to, that's like a master's level question. We don't have to get it right to pass. You can still make a comfortable passing grade without getting that one right. We're not trying to make 100 today. We're trying to pass, right? If you want to make 100, great job. I love you so much. You're good. You probably don't even need help. But if you're just trying to pass, I got you. Don't worry about making 100. We have to at least pass. You have to at least make a 50 on that STAAR test. It's really a 42, but if you get a 50, you're good, right? Level 2, they give you a graph, right? Here's a graph. They want to know what's the domain of this picture, this graph. So if it's domain, what do you know about domain? X and all real numbers, right? So if they're asking for domain, go to the X line. Only look at X numbers. Don't look at any other numbers. Don't look at any Y numbers, no nothing. Just go to the X and see if that's at the beginning of the graph or at the end of the graph. And it's got to be a very important point like that, not just somewhere in the middle. So go to the X values. Okay, here I am. Boom, I found an X. It's on a 3. What does choice A say? X is greater than 3? I don't know, but there's a 3 there and it's on the X. That looks pretty good to me. Don't just circle it. Let's keep going. What choice B says? X is less than 3? Oh, well, dang, I don't know. And choice C says all real numbers. All real numbers, let's go. All real numbers beats everything else. You know how you play rock, paper, scissors? And then scissors beats paper, paper beats rock, rock beats scissors, whatever. Then you play that one person, they go fire, and that beats everything or whatever. God. Okay, that's what all real numbers does. That beats everything when it comes to domain and range. You see all real numbers for domain, you pick it. You see all real numbers for domain, you pick it. You see all real numbers for range, you run away from it. It's never the range, it's always domain. Okay, what if they gave you the same graph and they said, what's the range here? Well, what does range mean? What do you know about range? 2 things, F and f of X. Let's see, choice A says Y is greater than 0. Choice B says Y is less than 0. Choice C says Y is greater than 3. Oh, I see, it's on the 3. So I kind of want to go with choice C and put Y is greater than 3. No, that 3 is an X number. That's on the X line. Oh, that's how they get you. That's how they get you. So what do you know about range? It's the Y values, correct? So you count the Y line. Let's see. So how high is it? Where is it at? Well, I know that 1 and 2 are up there. I know -1 and -2. It is at 0. So I do want the 0 one. Now, is it greater than 0 or is it less than 0? Now that little symbol right here, that little mouth right here, sorry for coughing, I don't have corona. Thank you, Father. So the little symbol here, right? Put your left hand to the screen, and then because your left hand is the one that makes a less than sign, right? All the kids that play Fortnite, they do the dance the L, right? So you put the left hand to the screen, that makes a less than symbol. If you don't know which one left hand is, dang, you better figure it out. Left hand makes a less than sign with your L. You make your L up there. Boom, there's my L. I see it. Does it match the symbol on choice A? No, it doesn't match it. But I know that this is less than. So that means that that one is a greater than. So is the graph going greater than 0? Is it going greater than 0? Because greater means up. Yeah, he is going greater, so I really like choice A. Now look at choice B. It says less than 0. No, the graph's not going less than. I know that it's an L because it matches my L on my finger, so it's less than. No, the graph's not going down. The graph's going up. But so, yeah, it's choice A. It's greater than. Greater than 0. I'm picking choice A. Good job, you got range correct. All right, level 3. Here's a graph, but now they give you points. You got to know what a solid point is and what an open circle point is. All right, do you know how to get an open circle point? Do you know how to get a solid point on the graph? To get a solid one, you're going to have the symbol, whatever it is, who cares, with a line underneath it. The solid one, symbol with a solid line underneath it. To get a solid closed circle on the graph, have to have a symbol with a solid line underneath it. To get an open circle on the graph, just have an open circle. That's it. Sorry, open circle on the graph, just have a symbol with no line. There's no fill here. No fill. Open circle, that's how it looks like. Let's see. So it says, what's your domain here? Well, let's see. Go to the X numbers. So let's see. It's at the 2 and at the 5. No, it's not at the 2. That's the Y value. Well, what X number is it at? It's at, I guess that's 1, 2. I guess it's at 0. So it's at 0 and 5. So what choice has 0, 5? 0, 5. B has 0, 5. C has 0, 5. But what do you know about domain? Domain is X and all real numbers. Look at how choice C has a Y value there. Get the heck out of here, choice C. Choice C is gone because he has a Y. Get out of there. I'm not looking at him. Then look at choice A. He's got a 2, 5. It's not happening at 2, 5. Well, yeah, it is. That 2's on top. That's a Y value, bro. Don't fall for that stuff. Stay on the X line. Count the X numbers. It's a domain question. Don't mess yourself up. Oh, okay. So 0, 5, I see. Cool, I got it. And the 0 is solid, shaded in, so it has a line underneath it. The 5 is opened, so there is no line underneath that symbol. So cool, I like it. Choice B is perfect. What did they ask you for the range of that guy? Range, let's see. All right, now let's go to the Y values. Well, he's up at the 2, and he's at the 5, right? So I'm looking for a 2, 5. Oh, there it is, choice C, range, Y value. No, that 5 is an X value. All you kids that were wanting me to say, no, that's not it. I'm proud of you. I heard you. Good job. I'm proud of you. Make sure you cover your camera so the FBI guy doesn't see you. Anyways, just kidding. So Y values, let's count them. It's up at the 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2. So I'm looking for something at positive 2 and then a negative 2. Let's see, choice A says 2. Sorry, choice A says 2, negative 2. I like it. And it's got this line underneath it. Let's see, choice B says 2, negative 2. I like him too, but he has an X there. So I'm not looking at him because this is a range question. Choice C, yes. Choice C has a Y there, so I like him. But he's got a 5 there. No, it doesn't belong on the 5 because that 5 is an X value, and it's asking me for Y values because that's what range is. So the answer here is going to be choice A. All right, the 4th level. Here's the 4th level. They might give you an equation in a big old fat word column. Here's an equation. It can best be described by the following equation. Blah, 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 blah. And it says, which of the following show the domain or the range in this situation? Well, I don't have a graph. I don't have any points. I don't know what you want me to work with, but I guess I gotta work with this equation. So you're gonna get that equation. You're gonna type that equation in. In this case, it says f of x equals 2x plus 4, right? But this still doesn't really help me because I wanna see x and y values if I can. You turn this guy into a table. By doing that, you could click here, go to the little setting, click on this guy, boom, he is now a table. Look, there's the X, that's the domain. So if they want domain, you look here, look at f of x, what does that mean? That means y, and you knew that. You knew that. So these are the y values right here. What if they said that, hey, is the domain, sorry, is 10 in the domain? Sorry, is 10 in the range? Do you see a 10 in the range? I don't see a 10 here. But I can make up numbers in this table, like underneath this, or I can type over any of these numbers on the X side. Let's say I put a 200 or 100. Okay, cool, I didn't get a 10. But I can play with these numbers until I see if I can find the number that they want me to find. So it says, is a 10 in the range? Well, I had a 2 there. It's an 8. No, let me try the next one. 3. Hey, a 10 works. A 10 is in the range. It showed up in the range. What if they say, is a 13 in the range? I don't know, let's see. Let's go 4. No, we're getting close though. It's probably gonna be the next one. 5. No, 13 is not in the range because it doesn't happen. It's not there. I don't see it there. I only see a 14. It would jump from 12 to 14. So no, there is no 13 in the range. Boom, you're good. Great job. So the trick to this one is get the equation, put it in Desmos, turn that equation into a table by hitting the setting, and then click on this convert to table option. Boom, there it is. And now you can make this say whatever you want it to say to go find whatever numbers you want to find. That skill is so important. You're gonna find out on the next stuff real soon how important that is. All right, level 5. Level 5 is if they give you a word problem, a big old fat story about there's a plumber, blah, 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 charges this much, blah, 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 blah. Big old fat word problem. Then at the very end says, what would be the domain to describe the situation? Blah, blah, oh, whoa. Domain in a word problem. Here's what you look for. The words per, each, every. Per, each, every. What? Per, each, every. Per, each, every. One more time. Per, each, every. Let's go. Per, each, every. Per, each, every. Look for per, each, every in the story. If you see per, each, every, like if you see, you say, hey, it's gonna be $10 per student, $10 for every pizza. He charges a fee of $10 for every, blah, blah. You see per, each, every in the story? That number that's right around there, that number is an X number. That's part of the domain. That's part of your domain. Per, each, every is a domain number. Per, each, every is a domain number, okay? So if they say it's $10 per person, you look for the choice that has a 10 in there. You find the choice that has a 10 and it's asking for domain, that 10 is part of your domain. Boom, you got it. You got it. Well, if you don't see the 99, there's like 98% chance they're gonna have the words per, each, every in there. Like 99%, I wanna say 100%, but sometimes they don't. One time they don't. If they don't have per, each, every, look for the words that are initial or starting. Look for those two words, initial or starting. Initial or starting, initial, starting, initial, starting. That means that those are Y values. Initial and starting are Y values. Those are part of your range. So if they say the initial amount of students at the field trip was 200, what's the domain here? Initial is a Y value. And I know it's not that 200 that they just said, so don't pick a 200 because that's a Y value, right? So per, each, every, those are X values. Initial, starting, those are Y values. You only have to know just one of them. Because it might give you both of them. But as long as you know this one, these are the X values, this must be the Y value. Boom, you should be fine, all right? That's your domain and range. Those are the 5 levels of domain and range that they give you for the STAAR test. These are with 5 questions. The third thing you have to know on your STAAR test is solutions. You have to know what solutions are. You have to know where the heck to even look. So ready? This first thing right here, this first picture, they show you a picture, you say, what's a solution here? Well, you go where the lines touch each other. So when you have 2 lines on a graph, always go where they touch each other. Oh, look, what if they had this on the picture? Look, where's the solution here? There is no solution because they're not touching. They are gonna touch. So you'd go where they touch each other. Just because they don't touch right now in the picture doesn't mean that they don't touch. They will touch eventually, right? So look at this first scenario right here. Where's the solution? How many solutions and where is it? There is one solution and it's right there in the middle, ish. Why? Because that's where they touch each other, right there. All right, cool. Second scenario. How many solutions and where? Are they touching? No, so there are no solutions there because the lines don't touch each other. All right, the third scenario right here. How many solutions and where are they? What do you mean, where's the other line? There's only one line here. Now this happens sometimes when the lines aren't stacked on top. This happens when the lines are stacked on top of each other, just like an equivalent. This is what the answer looks like when it's equivalent. These lines are on top of each other, so it looks like one line. So if you only see one line in there, but you have 2 lines typed in, that means that these are equivalent. This stuff is equivalent and it's equivalent, so there's infinite solutions. It's touching everywhere. It's not just touching one time, and it's definitely not 2 separate lines. It's one line stacked on top of each other. It is infinite solutions because it is always touching. Infinitely touching, will always be touching. So the first scenario we had was one solution where they touched. Second scenario, no solution because they didn't touch. The third scenario is infinite solutions because they're always touching. They are stacked on top of each other. It looks like the exact same line. It is the exact same line. All right, now let's go to this next scenario. How many solutions? Ooh, it's a U. Now, whenever you have a U, look at the x-axis. See how many times he's touching the x-axis. Twice. So this guy has 2 solutions. Where? On the x-axis. Great job. Proud of you. You're a quick learner. Second one. How about this scenario? How many solutions and where? 1. Why? Because he's touching the x-axis one time. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Third scenario. How many solutions here? 0. Why are there no, by the way, say none. Don't say 0, I messed it up. There are none, there are no solutions. Why are there no solutions? Good, because he's not touching the x-axis. Good job, proud of you. That's it. Know those 6 scenarios and what they mean, and you'll know where to always look. Oh, they give me a graph here. What's the solution? Oh, it's a 2 lines. See where they touch. Oh, it's a U. See where you touch the x-axis. That's it. That's it. Know this part for solutions. That will help you just looking at pictures and solving equations, all right? Now, this is part of the next one, and this next one is huge, all right? So let's go. The 4th thing you have to know on that STAAR test is when you have equations with when you have equations and those equations come with graphs, or those equations come with tables, or those equations come with points. You have to know what to do with those equations to get them to work for you. So here's what you do when you have equations that have a graphs with them, or they might have a table with them, or they might have points. But equations that have these guys with them, here's what you do. This is where you make all your money on that STAAR test. This is worth 16 questions. At the lowest, there's 13 of these. On the highest years, there's been 18 of these. So it's safe to say there's probably about 16 of these guys on the STAAR test this year. And all you gotta do is type in that equation and then turn it into a table like we just did for the domain, or look at the graph and see where it touches the x-axis like we just did for solutions, or see where the lines touch each other like we just did. So you have to know how to do this. This is the most important one, and it's not hard, it's easy. But you have to know how to handle all the situations when they look like this. A lot of equations, right? But it's so easy to type them in. I'm gonna walk you through it. You're gonna be an expert. You're gonna see how they're all the same. It's all the same. It's just the same game over and over and over. They just change the numbers. So ready? I left the numbers the same, that way you'll see the pattern, right? So here we go. Let's take care of that first column first, all right? First column first. Let's say you have this equation somewhere in your story. I don't even care what it says. Don't read this whole, the Girl Scouts are having a cookie sale. Doesn't matter what's going on. You see the equation and it looks like this, you type it in Desmos. Let me see. 2x plus 4 equals 8x minus 5. Oops, it doesn't work. Oh, let me try to put y equals in front of him. No, I know we did that earlier for the equivalent. No, this is different. This is different. When it looks like this, you just gotta split it. The first thing we try to do is we split it. We split it. Where do you split it? You split it at the equal sign. So here's the equal sign right here, right? I'm going to take the back half off of it and I'm gonna put it underneath it. Let me take this equal sign off here because it's messing it up. There we go. I've split it. Here's the first half, there's the second half. Hey, I've got 2 lines here. Where do you always go when you have 2 lines on the computer? Where do you always go when you have 2 lines on the graph? Where do you go? You go to where they touch each other. Not to where they touch the, oh, look, I'm just gonna click on these points. I have students that do this actually. They just click on the lines. Oh, look, I got 3 things to look at. Don't distract yourself. Know what you're looking for. Otherwise, you're gonna fall for any of these points right here. You wanna go where they touch each other. I have a red graph and a blue graph on here. I wanna go where they touch each other. Where does the red touch the blue? Right here. Right here. Let me get these other guys out of the way. It's just ugly to look at. That's where I'm going, right to that point. And so it says 1.5 comma 7. Just take the first one. They always want the first one. Unless the question says, what's the y value there? Then the y value is the second one. But you know that. You know y is the second one. If they don't ask, if they don't tell you, it's always the first one. They always want the first one. So I'll put 1.5 on this one, bubble it in, boom, you got it correct, you're done. Proud of you. Good job. All right, second one. Second equation looks like this. You read the story, you read the book, and it shows up something like this. Holy crap, what does this even mean? I don't know. Oh, it doesn't work. Doesn't work. We split it. We always try to split it. Let me see. Take the last half off, paste it right here. Does it work? No, he does work. Oh, I gotta take the equal sign off. It still doesn't work. When it doesn't work, you split it. Once you have split it and it doesn't work, you put a y equals in front of it. Oh, there we go. Put a y equals on the top guy. Oh, there we go. I got 2 lines on the grid. And where you always go when you have 2 lines on the grid? Where they touch each other. Great job. Boom. What are you going to put in there? 1.5. There's your answer. You got it. What was the trick here? Split it, yes. Y equals it afterwards. Good job. So we had to split it, and it still didn't work, so we had to y equals it. Good job. I'm proud of you. You'll have to do that. Anyways, all right, next one. Number 3. 2x plus 4 equals 18. Here it is. Oh, not working. But what can I do, though? We can split it. Let's take that 18 off. Put it here at the bottom. There he is. Not working. What do we do when it doesn't work? Put a y equals. Great job. Proud of you. Whoa, I don't know where he is. I have to. It says I have 2 lines somewhere. I can't see him. You got to zoom out sometimes. Let's zoom out. It's not working. Holy crap. Just kidding. There he is. There he is. We weren't worried at all. Let's just click on these points. Don't just click on points. Where is he touching the other guy? Right there. What are you going to bubble in? 7. That's your answer. Unless it says, what's the y value here? Then you bubble in the 18 only. All right? That's the answer. That's how you do it. So easy, right? So what was the trick here? Split it. Y equals it. Sometimes you got to zoom out, and that's okay. All right, next one. 2x plus 4 equals 2 parentheses x plus 2. Doesn't work. Let's split it. Take him off, put him here. Nice, he works, but I only have one graph. What? They're stacked on top of each other. This is infinite solutions. Stacked on top of each other, infinite solutions. This is what it looks like. Infinite solutions right here. Infinite solutions because they're stacked on top of each other. But beautiful. Got it, split it. Looks like this, infinite solutions. That's what you circle. Great job. All right, next one. It says 2x plus 4 divided by x. Divided by x. Whoa, how do you get that divided by what? When you want to divide the whole thing, you have to highlight the whole thing and then hit the division button. Boom! Now you've got it. So here's what you do. Now you can put the x there. So what was the trick? Had to highlight it, then hit the division button, and then do it. The division button that I'm pushing is the one right there by the question mark. It's the question mark button. So push it. There we go. And the back part says equals 4. Doesn't work. Let's split it. Put the 4 in the other one. Doesn't work. What do you do when it doesn't work? Split it, then y equals it. Good job. Now go where they touch each other. Woo, there it is. Got the 2, and I'm finished. Great job. I'm really proud of you. We got it. We got it. Sometimes the graph looks like this sometimes, and it's okay. All right, number 6, it says 3x plus 4, and then 3 parentheses. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to split it. I'm ruining the movie. 3 parentheses x plus 2. That doesn't work. It's okay. We always split it when it doesn't work. Throw it here. Throw it there. What? Let's zoom in a little bit. Hit the home button. Hey, these guys aren't touching each other. What the heck? What do you do when they don't touch each other? No solutions. Now, some of you guys are gonna be crazy, zooming out like this. Oh, I guess they touch right here. And you're gonna put that, and you're gonna get it wrong. So you wanna fix your zoom, hit that home button. Now you can see that these guys are not touching. Look at the gap on top, look at the gap on bottom. They are not gonna touch each other. So this is parallel right here. This is parallel. What if the gap was like this? See how the gap up top is kind of wide? This gap down here is a little bit thinner. Let me try to put a 3 down there. See how it's kind of skinnier down here and kind of fatter up here? Because these guys will touch eventually down here. Okay, right? That's how it looks whenever they will touch. But this is, these guys aren't gonna touch. This gap stays the same throughout the whole graph. So, no solutions, and that's what's up. All right, next one, here we go. Last one, it's going to be 4 parentheses, y minus 3. This question was on the 2021 STAAR test. I guess they wanted to get us. They wanted to trick us right here. They want to give us some problems. Equals 8 parentheses 2y plus 3 parentheses plus 7. Hey, it's not working. No big deal. No big deal. Let's just split them. Oh, it's okay. No big deal. No big deal. Hit a y equals in front. Y equals isn't working. Now we split them and we y equals to him, but it's not working. Here is why this one doesn't work. You cannot have a y equals and then have y's inside of the equation. The y has to be on the outside by himself, not y on the outside and on the inside. So take the y's off and call them a's, or call them x's. Call them anything else but y. I'm gonna call it a. So take that off. Sorry, I'm gonna call it a. Take that off. Take the guy on top off, call him a as well. Woo, now he works. Now you click where they go, answers -2, and you're done, all right? So the trick for this one is you can't have a y equals and then a y on the inside of the problem. You change the y on the inside to an a and you'll be fine, it'll work. That's the first column. We split it, we y equals it, and we make it happen. We find the answer, we find the solution, all right? This second column right here, this second column is probably the most important column because your STAAR test is full of this. It's full of these equations, and if you can't manipulate them, you can't even start this first step. So this first one right here says 2x plus y equals 16. Now, you see how this one looks very different from the other ones? Because this guy has an x and a y. All the other ones that we did only had 1 letter in it. This one has 2 letters, and those letters are x and y. So whenever you have a y in the equation with another letter that looks like this, we're gonna y equals these guys. So the other section, the ones that we just did, we're gonna split those guys. You split them, and then y equals them. This guy, we can't split. We have to just y equals this. So ready? I'm gonna type it in that you see on my computer. I'm gonna go 2x plus y equals 16. There he is. He doesn't work. Don't try to split this. That's not how you do these guys. You're gonna y equals this. Now when I say y equals, I mean you're gonna press the actual buttons of y equals. Now you read what's after the equal sign. So as soon as you press y equals, that's what you have. That you took that y equals, you put it down there. So now what's after the equal sign? A 16. So you put that guy in there. Y equals 16. There he is. Great. So I finished with a 16. Now I'm gonna go to the front of the equation and grab that 2x and then put him in the back. So let me put the 2x right there. Yuck! It looks like 162x. No, that's not how you do it. You take the 2x, you bring him to the other side, but you have to change his sign. So I always say, whenever I look at numbers, I'm telling myself, do I see a negative on that 2x? No, I don't see a negative on that 2x. So that means that when I change him, there is going to be a negative on that 2x now. There. That's how he looks. So ready? Do him again. This guy, see that weird problem? You can't split it. We're gonna y equals it. So it's gonna be y equals. Now type everything after the equal sign. 16. Now I'm done typing the stuff after the equal sign. Let's go back. Grab that x, bring him over. That x, does he have an equals on it? Does he have a minus on him? No? Well then he's about to when I put him over here. So I put a minus 2x on him right now. Boom! There, I've got my graph. Nice! Now, well, where's the other line? How do I know they're touching each other? Okay, they might give you two of them, you gotta solve them, then see where they touch. But sometimes they're gonna give you this, then you have to put them in a table. And you have to find points here. Or sometimes they're gonna give you this, and you have to look at the x-intercept. You gotta look for where he crosses the x line, or what his y-intercept is. That means where he touches the y line. Sometimes you have to do that stuff. So if you only have one graph on the thing, sometimes they wanna know other things about him. You won't always have two lines on the grid going. All right, next one. Now we got negative 2x plus y equals 16. All right, how are we gonna do this guy? We're gonna y equals him, so here I go. Y equals, what's after the equal sign? 16, is that it? Yes. Now I go grab that x. Does he have a negative on him? Yes, he does. So now he's gonna have a plus on him. So you better bring him with the plus. Plus 2x, cool. And you finished, great job, proud of you, let's go. Is that it? That's it. You might have to find the y-intercept, might have to find the x-intercept, might have to turn it into a table. But this is you got this done? You're there. The hard part's over. All right, the next one. Next guy says 2x minus y equals 16. Okay, let's go. We're gonna y equals this guy. Y equals. What's on after the equal sign? 16. Is that it? Yup. Let's go grab the x. Boom, get that x. Does he have a minus on him? No? Then he's gonna have one when I put him on this side. Minus 2x. Cool. You're not done though. See that negative on the y? That has to go underneath it. You always divide by y. Whatever the y is, you just put it, you slide it underneath everybody. So you're gonna highlight the whole side, hit the division button, and put the negative there. Because that negative goes there. Because it has to be divided by that y at the very end. Well, shoot, what number do I put there? Because it's still not working. Do I just make up a number? No. If you don't see a number, here's what you do. Do you see a number with that y? No. When you don't see one, you put one. What? I don't know if you got that. When you don't see one, you put one. One more time. When you don't see one, you put one. Oh, I know. So good, right? Anyways, you don't see a number, so you put one. Oh my gosh, put the one and it works. Now you can find minus, now you can find x, and now you can do all your stuff. Good job, beautiful, proud of you. Proud of you. The trick there was divide by the negative that's in front of the y, and then when you don't see a number there, you put one. Proud of you, good job. All right, number 4, 2x minus 4y equals 16. Here we go. How are we gonna solve this guy? Do I split him? No, I got a y equals him. So let's go. Y equals 16. Okay, y equals. Everything after the equal sign is 16. Anything else after the 16? No. Let's go grab that x. Is there a minus with that x? No. Then there's gonna be a minus with that x. So minus 2x. There he is. Now what? What do you do with that negative 4? You gotta slide that underneath everybody. Whoops. Just slide them underneath. Just like that. Divided by negative 4. You're done. Proud of you. Great job. All right, next one. Now we're on number 5. Number 5 says negative 4y equals 16 plus 2x. All right, let's y equals this guy. Y equals, what's after the equal sign? 16. There's more this time, so it's 16 plus 2x. Just put it in, don't change him. Y equals, everything after the equal sign has to be put in as is. So y equals 16 plus 2x, good. Now let's go back and grab the, there's no x to grab. So all you gotta do is put that number with the y underneath it. So highlight it, divide by negative 4. Hey, beautiful, you're done. Let's do that one again. Ready? Y equals, let's put everything after the equal sign. There's a 16 there. There's also a plus 2x there. So just it's just there waiting. Just put it in there. Now you go back. What's on the y? Just a negative 4. So you can divide by a negative 4 and you're done. Boom! Proud of you. Let's go. You're getting smarter. All right, next one. Now we're on number 6. Number 6 says 4y minus 2x equals 16. Let's y equals this guy. What's after the equal sign? 16. Let's put it in there. Anything else after the equal sign? No, that's it. Let's go grab oh, the x is now in the middle. Okay, so who cares? Still grab the x. Is there a negative on him? Yes. So I'm gonna change it to a plus when I put him on the other side. So plus 2x. Got it. Then we gotta divide by whatever's on the y. What's on the y? The 4. Boom, you've got it. Woo, that was good. I just moved the x around, trying to see if you're still looking at the x or if you're just moving the first number. Always move that little x over. Good job, I'm proud of you. Never move the y. Always move the x. All right, next one, number 7. It goes negative 4y plus 2x equals 16. All right, here we go. Y equals, what's after the equal sign? 16. Anything else there? Nope. Let's go grab the x. Hey, does he have a negative on him? No. So I'm gonna put one on him. There he is. Then we're gonna divide by whatever's on that y. In this case, it's a negative 4. Good job, you're done. Easy, that's it. That's it. This is the skill. This is the skill. Do this over and over and over and over. All right, next one. We've got y minus 3. They love this one. The STAAR test makers love this. They love this one. They love this one. They want you to freak out. So right here you go. They're gonna give you this. How do I, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Let's just quit, skip it. No, this one's easy. Ready? What are we gonna do with this guy? Y equals him. Y equals, what's after the equal sign? 16, no, there's no 16. What's after the equal sign? All that junk. Just type in all that junk. Negative 1 over 5, parentheses, x plus 6, parentheses. Am I done typing what's after the parentheses? Yes? Let's go grab the, don't ever grab the y. Grab the other guy. Who's the other guy here? The 3? Does that 3 have a negative with him? Yes. So what are we gonna change it to? Plus. That's it. You finished. There's nothing on the y, so you don't have to divide by anything. Good, you're finished. You're done. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Let's try that one again. Ready? Big old nasty problem. I don't know what to do. It's so hard. Just hit y equals. Type in everything after the equal sign. Are you sure? I don't know if it's gonna work. It just looks so ugly. It does look ugly, but who cares? Who cares? Treat it the same way. Don't be mean. Here it is. Okay, now what? Go back. There's no x to grab, so we grab the other guy. We never grab the y. Is there a minus with that guy? Yes, there is. So make it a plus, and we just put him there. So it's a plus 3. There, you finished. Proud of you. Great job. Great job. Okay, now 2021 STAAR test. They did this to us. Those freaking guys, man. Couldn't believe they did this to us. Oh, I was so mad when they released it and I saw it. I was like, what? They gave us this guy. This guy is disgusting. They don't even have the y equals, right? This is bad looking. I don't like having the x on that side and the y on this side. It's gross. If you don't like it, like I don't like it, here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna keep this guy the same. Kept him, right? Then I'm gonna put the equal sign, and then I'm gonna put the 2x right there behind it. I just swapped the sides. I left the, there's a 2x. I don't want him there. I want the y on that side. So I'm gonna put the 2x behind the equal sign, and I'm gonna put the other guys in front. I just traded their sides. You can do that. You're allowed to do that. It's not an illegal move. Cool. So now that I have this, whoo, I feel so much better. Let's try him. Y equals. What's after the equal sign? 2x. And let's go back and grab somebody. Never grab the y. Grab the guy next to him. That 9. What's on that 9? Is there a minus on that 9? No. There's a plus. So he's gonna have a minus on him right now. Then we're gonna divide by whatever's on the y. In this case, negative 2. Boom, you got it. All right, these are all the different scenarios. They might show you any of these types. They're gonna show you all these types, but you have to know how to do this. Now, one last thing I gotta tell you about is this. If you have an equation that has this symbol, 2x plus 4, or whatever, let me just do this, plus 2x greater than 5. If you have this with this symbol, this weird inequality, you cannot type in inequalities into Desmos. It doesn't let you. So you have to change the inequalities to equal signs, and then it'll let you, okay? So if it looks like this, you have to y equals him. Y equals 5 minus 2x, all right? You have to change that inequality sign to an equal sign. That way it works for us, and we get to see what he looks like, okay? That's what's up. That's how you solve for y. Now, ready? Here's the next group. The next guys you have to know how to solve. This is the heaviest and the hardest part. That middle part, solving for y, the y equals part, that's the hardest part, but it's not even that hard. Just practice it. Okay, here's the next one. Why did they give you something that looks like this? X squared. Here it goes. I'm gonna go x squared plus 2x minus 8 equals 0. Is it working? No, he's not working. Well, you're not gonna split this because he looks different. I'm not gonna y equals him because there's no y in here. So whenever you have guys with x squared, you have to keep them all together. Everybody has to be on the same side of the equal sign. Well, everybody is on the same side of the equal sign except for that 0. So let's get rid of that 0 and the equal sign. Get rid of the equal sign and everybody behind him. We don't want the equal sign or everything behind it. It's messing it up. There, take it off. Now I have a u. Now I can click here on the x-intercepts, which are the roots, the answers. Cool, that's the answer, you're done. Unless they ask you for the y-intercept, in that case it's here, or whatever, you know what I mean? But there, you're done, it works now. What was the trick? Erase the numbers after the equal sign and the equal sign and you'll be good. All right, example number 2. X squared plus 2x equals 8. Oh, not working. Can't split it. Can't y equals it. What was the trick on the last one? Erase the 0 and the equal. Okay, let's just erase it. You can't. Yeah, it works, but you can't because I erased the number. Numbers are important. If it's a 0, the 0 doesn't matter. That 8 is important. So here's what you do. Grab the 8, put him on the other side. When I grab that 8, does he have a minus with him? No, so he's gonna have a minus with him now. So I'm gonna type him in as a minus 8. But once you type him in as a minus 8, sorry, let me do it like this so you can see it. Let me put the minus 8 right here. And then I can erase it because I took care of it. The 8 is still there. I didn't erase him. And now you go where he touches the x-axis and boom, you're done. You finished him. What was the trick here? Change the sign and then you can erase the equals. Okay, last one. What did they give me? Y equals negative 2x plus 8. Well, let's just erase everybody after the equal sign. I mean, then it'll work. Yeah, it will work, but no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. That's ugly. So we have to change everybody's sign. So first, let's grab that negative 2x. Does he have a minus with him? Yes, he does. So I'm going to put a plus with him, plus 2x. Boom. Now I can erase him. I took care of him. That 8, what sign does he have? He has a plus 8, so I'm going to make him a minus 8. There, now I can erase him. There, now we're safe. Now you're done. That's it. If you know how to do this, if you learn how to do this, you will unlock 16 to 18 questions on the STAAR test, and you'll get a ton of more other questions right. You will pass if you just know how to do these 4 steps so far. And I got 2 more steps to show you, but these are the most important to do. If you know how to do this, you'll be great. You'll unlock so much stuff on that STAAR test. All right, here you go. So the 5th skill that you need for your STAAR test is slope. They're gonna ask you for the word slope. Hey guys, can you find the slope? Now, instead of them saying the word slope, sometimes they're gonna use the word rate. They'll say, hey, what's the rate of this? Or they might use rate of change. So to find slope, they might say slope, rate, or rate of change. That means the exact same thing. Rate means slope, rate of change means slope. So when you read the word rate, or you read the word rate of change, that means slope. Now to find slope, you have to have 2 good points. Whenever you're trying to find slope, you have to have 2 good points. Whenever you gotta find slope, you gotta have 2 good points. Anytime you're trying to find slope, you gotta have 2 good points. All right, so here we go. Here are some examples of how they're gonna ask you to find slopes. Ready, set, here we go. This first one says, what is the slope of the lines that pass through here? This is the easiest, most basic slope level 1 questions. They ask you for slope or rate of change, and they actually give you the 2 good points. So what do we need to find slope? 2 good points. And hey, they've given us 2 good points. Now whenever they give you the 2 good points, here's what you do with them. You have to hit this plus sign here. This is the only skill when we use this plus sign. Any other time we're trying to use a table, we hit the setting and we change that equation into a table. But whenever it's time to find slope, rate of change, you have to use this table. Then you hit the word table. Now you put those points into here. So the first one says 5 and negative 11. So hit the 5. Who's his partner? Negative 11. Good. Don't mess that up. It's easy. 5, negative 11. Next one is negative 9. Who's his partner? 17. Cool. I've got both points in there. Once you have both points loaded up into the table, then you gotta put the magic formula. You have to memorize this. This formula I'm about to tell you, you have to keep this in your heart because it is not gonna be a STAAR test for you. You sneak it in, you save it in your heart by practicing over and over and over, you memorize it. Then when you take your test, you walk in with it and it's in your heart. Here it is. The equation is y1 squiggly mx1 plus b. The equation is y1 squiggly mx1 plus b. y1 squiggly mx1 plus b. y1 squiggly mx1 plus b. Now to get the squiggly line, you gotta hold shift and push the number right there next to the 1 on your keypad. It's the little squiggly line there. So you hit the y, hit the 1, squiggly mx1 plus b. Boom! All this stuff falls out. Your slope is the m. You look at the m, there's my slope. So what's my slope here? What's my rate? What's my rate of change? Here it says negative 2. There, you're done. Find the choice that says negative 2. There it is. And you are finished. Now here's another question about slope from the STAAR test. It's this one. It says, what is the slope, or what's the rate of change of the line that passes through these points? All right, what do they want? Slope. What do you need to find slope? 2 good points. Do we have 2 good points? Yes, they actually give us the 2 good points. So let's type these guys in. 26, comma 7. Oh, sorry, not like that. Put the table. Table, 26. Who's his partner? 7. Next guy, negative 39. Who's his partner? 12. Now, what's that? What do I do next? What's that equation? Y1 squiggly mx1 plus b. y1 squiggly mx1 plus b. y1 squiggly mx1 plus b. Boom, there I go. Look at the slope. It's the m. It says negative 0.0. Now just find the choice that says negative 0.0. None of them say negative 0.07. Shoot! Here's what you do. Sometimes they want to trick you and put the slope as a fraction. So you are going to take each choice and then turn those choices into decimals and see which one matches with this negative 0.07. Let me type in choice A, negative 1 over 13, and I'm looking for a negative 0.07. Nice! I got it on the first choice. That's what you would do. Let's pretend I didn't have it. Let's go look for the next one. Let's look at choice B. 5 over 13. Does that give me negative 0.07? No, it doesn't. Scratch it out. Get it out of there. Choice C says negative 13. Well, that's not even a decimal, so that's not him. Choice D says 13 over 5. Nope, that's not negative 0.07. And so go back to choice A, negative 1 over 13. That is negative 0.07. Boom, you got it. The trick here is sometimes they want to hide it as a fraction. So sometimes you get that decimal that's there, you look at it, type in the choice, and see which choice turns into that decimal. Now you're done, you got it. Okay, next one, level 3 of slope is this. A graph linear shows the relationship between, who cares? Don't read the story. The more that you read in the math test, the more confused you're gonna be. So let's go. Which step? I don't even know. Oh, rate of change. I see the word rate of change. What does rate of change mean? That means slope. What do you need to find slope? 2 good points. Do they give me 2 good points? No, they give me a graph. So you gotta look at the graph and find 2 good points. Here's what good points mean when it comes to a graph. Here, let me zoom in and see how big I can make this thing real quick. Whoop, 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 whoop. There he is. Good points are where these little crosses are, where the lines make corners. Those are good points. You want to use those points. So this graph has a ton of good points. So check it out. Look, is that a good point right here? Yes, it's where it meets a little cross right there. Let's see, what is that point? Oh shoot, I don't know. There's no number down here for the x, so I'm going to skip him. This guy, is this a good point? Yes, he is. It's 1 and 400. The x value always comes first. It's not 401. It's 1 and 400. It's always up and then over. So it's 1 and 400. What's the other point? Oh, that's good, but I don't have that value. 2, that's a good point. 2 and 800. Remember, it's always the x value first and then the y value. So it's 2 and 800. So I've got my 2 good points. Let me make him half screened again. There he is. So table, what were my points that I had? It was 1 and 400, 2 and 800. Put him in there. Next thing is y1 squiggly m x1 plus b. y1 squiggly m x1 plus b. Boom, look for the rate. There it is. It's 400. Hey, there's my guy. 400. Choice C and you're done. This trick was they gave you a graph. Whenever they give you a graph, you have to go get your 2 good points from the graph. A good point is points that happen where the lines make the little crosses. You want to hit the graph where it hits across perfectly. That's a good point. If you don't like that point, use another one. Try to find another good point. All you got to have is 2 of them. All right, next one. Here's the next one. It says, what is the slope of the line that's represented by this? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, slope. So what does slope mean? We got to find 2 good points. Do they give me 2 good points? No. Do they give me a graph? No. They give me an equation. Holy cow, what do I do with this equation? Well, remember how we just did on step number 4? How you have to know how to solve equations and move things around? Well, that's what I got to do here. That's step 1 of this problem. So here I go. Am I going to split it? No. I'm going to y equals it. So y equals, everybody after the equal sign, that's 24. Go back, grab the x. Is there a minus on him? No. So there is going to be one now when I put in here. Then you got to divide by whatever the y is, negative 12. Perfect. There he is. I've got some points here. I could use, I don't know if I want to use those points. Here's what you want to do. Turn this guy into a table, and you want to find pretty points. Points that are clean just like this. See how this guy says 0, negative 2? Let me insert a table. First point will be 0 and negative 2. Now I got to find another good point. There is no good point. See all these nasty decimals? I don't want them. I'm going to change the x values until I find another clean, perfect whole number point. 2? No. Sorry, 3? No. 4? No. 5? No. 6? Almost. 7? No. 8? No. 9? No. 10? No. 11? No. 12? Yes! I got it. 12 and 3. So the next point after these guys is going to be 12 and 3. Now we got to do that equation. y1 squiggly mx1 plus b. y1 squiggly mx1 plus b. Here's my slope. It's 0.4167. Oh, no, it's not here. Choice F, negative 2. It's not even a decimal, bro. Why are you wasting your time? Choice G, let's see, 24 over 5. 4.8, no, that's not it. Choice C says negative 12. Not even a decimal. Get out of here. Choice 5. 5 over 12. There he is. Got it. What was the trick here? They had to solve it for y first and then put it at the table, then find 2 good points from that table. Don't use any decimals if you don't have to, because those decimals are disgusting. You're not going to be able to get the right answer. So I went all the way until I found a nice, clean, pretty number. Then I put it here. Then you found your thing. Then you have to convert the fraction. Then you're good. Then you're done. So that's how to do that part for the slope. Now the next question is this guy. It says, what equation is slope-intercept form of a line that... Oh, it says slope. It must be that. Okay, cool. All right, no. See how they give you 2 points? Yes, but they give you an equation. Whenever you have equations, you type in the equations and then look for the points. So I'm gonna go y equals negative 21 over 2, x plus 979 over 21, turn him into a table, and I'm looking for the point negative 4 and 47. Type in a negative 4. I want to see a 47. Did I get a 47 here next to him? No, I didn't. So let me get him out of there. Put in the next guy. Y equals negative 2 over 21. X plus 979 over 21. Put it at the table. I want to type in a negative 4 and hopefully get a 47. Hey, I got a 47. This could be the answer. Check the other point. Type in the 2. Hopefully I get a negative 16. No, I did not get a negative 16. So it's not choice B. Almost though. Fell for it. Negative 21 over 2. Oops. Over 2 with the x plus 5. Turn them into a table. I'm typing in a negative 4. Do I get a 47? Yes, I do. Type in a 2. Do I get a negative 16? Yes, I do. That's my answer. My answer is choice C. So this one, whenever they give you an equation, equations trump everything else. Equations go in, turn them into a table. Equations go in, look at the graph. Equations win all the time. Equation, whoop, I didn't even put in those points into the thing. I don't want to do that because I had the equations. Type in the equations, turn them into tables, and do what I just did. That's going to be big time on the STAAR test whenever you're doing stuff. All right, then more stuff about slope, blah, blah, blah. What's the equation of slope line has the slope of this? Holy crap, this is going to be a tough one. This is actually a really hard question. Got to solve all these guys for y, and then put them in, see which one has the point negative 4, 2, and then do the 2 points from the table. This is a really tough question. If you don't do this one, don't worry about it. There's some other ones for you to do, and you'll be fine on those. This guy, oh, it's a word problem. Blah, 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 blah. I got an equation here. Tons of words. Holy crap, don't know what to do. Let's look for the words per, each, and every and see if I get them. Let's see. Per, each, every. Oops. Where's the ice? There it is. Blah, blah, blah. By the way, don't ever read the words. Go to the numbers. Here's a number. Words around it. Thickness, apparently. Nope. Next word, here it is. Decreasing average rate. Rate per. What? This must be an x value. So this is a domain value, but it's not a domain range question. But this is an x value right here. So 0.06 should have an x on him. So let's see who's got 0.06 with x. Choice A does, choice B does, choice C does, and choice D does. But look how choice B and choice C have these parentheses. I don't want these guys because they don't look as good. This is closer. The x is right next to him. If these guys weren't here, I would pick the guys with parentheses. But I've got choice A and I've got choice C. These guys are more normal than B and D do. So I'm scratching out B, scratching out D. I'm with choice A and with choice C. Now I can't figure out what the tiebreaker is. Let's go read some more words around this. I thought I read the word decreasing somewhere. There it is. Decreasing is right there. What does decreasing mean? It means going down. So all you gotta do is type it in and see if the graph goes down. Does it go down? Yes, this guy's graph will go down. And then boom, choice A. That's gonna be your answer. Easy peasy. Now here's some other things to know about this. Perpendicular. Now this part right here is for master students that are going to get masters on the STAAR test, all right? You don't have to know this part. You can still pass it without this. Perpendicular means that the lines are going to look like this, and you should be able to put the edge of your paper, the corner of your paper, right at the intersection, and they should match perfectly. If the lines are like this, the corner of your paper is not going to fit there. It's going to be too skinny for this, and it's not going to fit in this other big old fat angle over here. So perpendicular means your paper should fit in all 4 corners of the lines where they touch each other. And then also it has to have that point. You got to pull up the table and see if it has that point. This guy, this line, how it goes up and down, this slope is called undefined slope. So you got to know what parallel slope is. Parallel means the lines don't touch each other, just like this forever. And then perpendicular means a paper should fit in all 4 corners of this guy. Then the next one is undefined. Undefined goes straight up and down. Up and down is undefined. The UND and up and down means undefined. So I would go with choice J here because it's up and down. It's easy. So these are easy to know, but they're just a little extra for you to do. Now the 6th and final step you'll need to know for your STAAR test is how to handle word problems. Word problems is when it's just a bunch of words. Holy crap, it's so wordy, I want to do these. But they're so easy, I don't even want you reading it. I'm going to show you how to do word problems, all right? So there's going to be about 4 of these on your STAAR test. By the way, the slope that we did is about 5 of those. There's about 4 of these on the STAAR test where just knowing how to do word problems will get them right for you. All right, here we go. First one, by the way, these are all questions from STAAR tests. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Don't read the story. Look at the choices. Holy crap, I don't know what I'm doing. But it looks like I have to build an equation. How do you know you got to build an equation? Because the choices look like equations, so I guess I got to piece it together from the story. Because look at the question. I can't see slope. I don't see domain. I don't see range. I don't see solutions. I don't see y-intercept. I don't see x-intercept. It just looks some random crazy stuff. I don't know what I'm doing here. But the choices kind of guide my thinking into thinking I have to write an equation. Let's go find numbers in the story now. Don't read the words, go find numbers, and then read words around the numbers. I see 1024, players, tennis court. All right, there's no real math words there. Now look at the equations. Look at the 1024. They're all in the same place, which means I probably don't even have to know where it goes because they're all in the same spot. It's not even gonna help me, so I'm skipping him. And I can't find any other numbers. Try to find some more numbers. Yes, you can find. There's another number hidden for you in that story. Try to find it. Try to find the number. If you didn't, I'm gonna tell you where it is. Right here. Half. They hit it by typing it out. Half of the players are eliminated. Half the players. Half the players. How much is a half? I don't know, but let's go look at this guy, see where the half is. Does choice A have a half? Well, it says 0.5. That's a half. It does, so it looks. Wait, but it has a 1. That's 1 and a half. I don't want 1 and a half. I want to have half. So it's not choice A. Look at choice B. 0.5. That's half. That looks really good. Look at choice C. 1.05? That's $1.05. No, that's not half a dollar. Get out of here. Choice D, 0.0. That's only 5 cents. That's not half. They're trying to trick me. Choice B is the half. Cool, you got it. You're done. Easy. Read the words. Sorry, look at the numbers, then read the words around those numbers. Number 2. Holy crud, look at all this stuff. What am I trying to do here? Blah, 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 blah. I can't even see any math words down here. Doesn't say slope, not domain and range, not rate, not sub. I don't know. I guess I gotta write an equation. How do you know that? Based on how these guys look. All right, so let's see what I got. Read the story. Go find numbers and read around those numbers. I got 1900. I don't see 1900 in here, so I'm gonna ignore it. Blah 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 blah. 49500. 49500. Yes, choice A has it, B has it, C. They all have it, but they all have it in the same spot. So I guess I don't even have to know anything about it because it's not even gonna help me. So let's go to the next one. 1900. I already know I don't need that. It's not even here anywhere. And then I see 3.25. I don't see 3.25 anywhere. I don't know what to do here. Oh. Let's find some more words around this 2.25. Let's see, anything, average, produce, increased. This guy says that this graph should be increasing. Okay, increasing. Does choice A increase? Let's type it in. If you were to type in choice A, let me type in choice A. Desmos, STAAR calculator. All right, choice A, let me type it in. CX equals 495, 000, 1.0325, raise it to the X. All right, typed it in, but it's not working. What the heck? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, I know. Change it to Y equals. Y equals, it's not working still. Holy crap. If you've never done one of these before, it's okay. I haven't shown you how to do this, but this is a quick little trick for you to know that will help you solve stuff. You see that little comma that we put after the 4950? We can't have a comma in there. Take the comma out. Woo, now it works. So don't put the comma in. You know that now. But I'm sorry if you're taking the test, you didn't watch this video, you're gonna miss it. If nobody told you about it, you can't have a comma because it's not gonna work. So take the comma out, now it works. Now where's the graph at though? I wanna see if it's increasing or decreasing. Here it is. Is this graph going upwards or is it going downwards? Now whenever you read graphs, you read them the way you would write your name on the graph. So if I was gonna write my name on the graph, I would put my name here. Let me put thank you father. THANK. Hey, my graph is going up. That means it's increasing. So choice A is increasing. I like him. Choice B, let's change this around to 0.9675. Here's the graph. Let me put thank you father here. THA. No, I'm not gonna write that way. That's backwards. THANK. I'm going down. This graph is decreasing. The story said it should be increasing. Now look at choice C and look at choice D. You should never mess with C and D. They look disgusting. You've never done anything like that all year long. Get C and D out of here. Don't worry about C and D. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Get out of here, C and D. All right, choice number 3. Here goes. It says, there, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Too much reading. I want to know. There's no slope, no domain range, no solving. Crap. So many numbers in here. Here's what you do. Go look at the numbers and look at the guys around him. 15, no math words. 7 inches, 12 inches, 15 plates. Okay, here's what you do. Whenever they put numbers together in sentences, if those numbers are grouped together, they need to be back to back, just like that in the word problem. So here I have a 15 all by himself. I'm not gonna worry about him yet. I'll deal with him later. Then I got a 7 inches followed by 12 inches. Those guys are back to back. So it's 7 first and then 12. 7, 12. The 7 came first, so he should have an X with him. Then the 12 happened, so he should have a Y with him. Let's see, does choice A say 7, 12 in that order? No, he doesn't. He's backwards. Scratch A out. Does choice B have 7, 12 in that order? Yes, he does. He looks good. Does choice C have 7, 12 in that order? Yes, he does. He looks good. Does choice D have 7, 12 in that order? No, he doesn't. He's gone. So now I'm stuck between B and C. What do I do? What do I do? Well, I tell this to my students. Bad students are guessing between 4 choices. They have to guess because they have no idea what to do on those 4 choices. They're just guessing A, B, C, D. They have to guess. Good students can get it down to 2 choices, which is what we just did. So we're good. So now we just got to pick one of those, and thank you, Lord. Hopefully we'll pick the right one. And great students can go back to the story and find even more information. They can go back and even find the correct answer. So here, I'm going to teach us how to go back and find the correct answer to this guy. I got 12 inches with 7 inches. They are together. Then I read the 15 plates and 140 inches. Which one of these guys was inches? The 140? So it should be 7 inches matched up with the 12 inches, matched up with the 140 inches. Keep all those inches together. If it was talking about dogs and cats, you would have to separate the dogs and cats, put all the dogs together. If it was talking about nickels and dimes and quarters and money, you keep all the money together. So you keep all the stuff together. I found a group, I found inches. So inches, 7 inches, 12 inches, 140 inches, they should all be together. Does choice B have 7, 12, 140? Yes, he does. Does choice C have 7, 12, 140? Yes, he does. But look at choice B, he's got 7, 12, and 15. 7 inches, 12 inches, 15 plates? No, get out of here. That's not true. You can't have this. So my answer is C like cat, and you got it, and you're done. So it's a little bit extra to know. All right, this guy, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know what I'm even doing. Holy cow, don't know, but I have an equation. So I probably should type it in, but let's read these choices first. Initial number of bacteria is 12. Do you know what the word initial means? What are your initials? Initial is the first letter of your name. The first letter of my first name with the first letter of your last name. The initial means first. So look at this equation. What's the first number in that equation? 245. This guy's trying to tell you that the initial is 12. No. Initial should be 245. Choice F is lying to you. Choice G says that it decreases at a rate of 88% per day. Does it decrease? I don't know. Is the rate 88% today? I don't know either. So I'm gonna keep him because I don't know. I don't know if he's lying. Choice H says that it increases by 12%. I don't know if it's increasing, and I don't know if the rate is 12%. Choice J, at the end of one day is 245. At the end of one day, is 245 at the end of anything? No, he's at the beginning. So he's not at the end. I know F is lying to me, and I know J is lying to me. Now I gotta figure out if this thing is even if it's increasing or decreasing, and that's the tiebreaker. So let's go to my calculator. Let me type in this guy. Fx equals 245, parentheses 1.12 to the x. Where's the graph at? Let me hit the home button. So get out. Okay, is this guy increasing or decreasing? Let's see, let's write thank you, Father. Thank you. Hey, I'm going upwards. So this graph is increasing. So choice H is your answer, for sure. You got it right. Remember, bad kids are guessing between all 4 of these. Good kids are guessing between 2. But if you could just put in a little bit more effort, you'll find the right answer after that. Good job. Next one. Blah, 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 blah. What are we doing? It looks like I'm writing an equation because I got all this junk down here. Let's read the story. Blah, I see a 2, then I see a 6. You see 2 and a 6? Should be a 2 first and then a 6. Choice B has 2 and then a 6. And choice D has 2 and then a 6. Other guys are wrong. They're backwards. Hey, I've got it to a 50-50. Let's go. I'm a good student. Now the best ones, the even better ones can go a little bit further and figure it out. Then it says no more than 120 pounds of sausage. No more. What does no more than mean? I don't know, but anytime you see these symbols right here, you got to think of less than and greater than. So I'm thinking of less than. I always think of less than. I put my L there. Fortnite, people do it all the time. So there's my L. That means less than. So it says no more than 120. Does that mean that I can go under? Can I go less than 120? Yes, I can. So I do want the less than symbol. So you put your left hand to the screen. Is your left hand matching the symbol? Let's see. Choice B makes a less than. Choice D does not make a less than. So I don't want choice D. Choice D wants greater than. So choice B is your answer and you're finished. See, it's not terribly hard. All right, this guy you can do by yourself. You know this. That's it. That's all. That's all. If you're stuck, and you can't figure it out, as long as you got it to 2, then you're done. Those are the 6 steps to success for Algebra 1 STAAR test. Know how to do equivalent. Know how to do domain and range. Know what solutions look like. Know when you have what a U and lines on the graph. Know what solutions are. Know how to type in. Know how to split equations. Know how to y equals equations. Know how to keep them all together when you have the x squared. Know how to do slope. Know how to do word problems and look for important things. Now there's some things that you can learn along the way to help you get masters. Know about open circles and closed circles. Know what a minimum value is. That's the lowest point of the graph. Know what a maximum value is. That's the highest point of the graph. Know what a y-intercept is. It's where the line where the y line, y to the sky, where the y line touches the graph. That's the y-intercept. Just trace the y line till you hit the graph. Holy crap, there it is. That's the y-intercept. An x-intercept, well, here's the x-axis. It's where the x line touches the graph. There's the x-intercept. So know those things. The axis of symmetry. Where would you chop your axe to chop this parabola in half? I'd cut it right here, and I would run through this value of x equals 2 or whatever the value is. So those are all vertex of a parabola. Vertex is the very bottom. Think of a V vertex, it's the very bottom of the parabola. Unless it's upside down, then it's the top of the parabola. But those, if you just know those little things I just talked about, plus all the stuff, you will get like 48 questions right on the STAAR test. There's gonna be some hard ones, and that's okay. That's okay that we missed the hard ones. It's all right. But there's gonna be some easy ones, and we can't miss those easy ones. Then there's gonna be some medium ones, and we have to at least 50-50 those medium ones. And then hopefully you get lucky on one of those. Alrighty? When in doubt, if you have to guess between 4 choices because you have no clue what to do, if you have to guess between all 4 choices, you pick a letter. Which one are you picking? B or C? B or C, pick one. Cool, pick B. You're gonna pick B on all the ones you have no clue on. You just do that. If you're stuck, just pick B and go with those. You are guaranteed to get at least half of them right. And if we are trying to pass the STAAR test of 50, will pass us. So if you have to guess them and you're stuck, guess choice B, you should be good. Or if you want to go with choice C, then cool, you guess choice C on all the ones you don't know how to do. Then cool, you'll get those right that you're trying to guess on. Alrighty? Woo, that's a lot of information, super long video, but that's it. That's the whole Algebra 1 STAAR test. That's a whole Algebra 1 year in one video. Y'all have a great day. Let's go get them. Make sure you come back and say, hey man, I appreciate you. You really helped me out. Because dang, sometimes it feels good to be encouraged and appreciated. Because man, I give all my energy. I give it to all my students sometimes, and sometimes they don't give it back. And I feel like, dang, man, I'm just wasting it. But then some of you guys come in and say, man, I appreciate you. And oh, I love it. It makes me feel so appreciated. And I'm like, wow, thank you, Lord. You're right, Father. Thanks for giving me those ideas to put it here. So help your friends out. Help yourself. You want to be a symbol of hope whenever you walk into the room. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. Can you help me get the STAAR test? I'm so ready. Say, yeah, bro, I got these 6 steps for you, man. Then you help them. You teach them. You show them how to do it. All right? And you go in there, save somebody's day. Because we need more heroes. All right? Y'all be safe. Let's go get them. Yeah.
Thank you, Father. It's our honor. All your sons, all your daughters give you praise. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father.